following D&D campaign is rated TVMA LSVEP. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and proper naughty behavior. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
And your cervix. Hello, we're back.
We made it. We made it. All right. Check. TVMA.
All right.
Complete.
Sweet.
That means we can't get sued now, right?
Right.
I love that
let's
idea.
show
Yeah,
nipples.
it's like-
Yeah.
I'll
So
keep my
boys do
half-protect
not.
nipples in my
Boys, keep your
shirt.
nipples in.
Boys, keep your nipples in check.
Sometimes you just gotta let them free, you know?
I know.
No,
They
we
just
don't have that luxury, so hush.
I know, it's unfair.
It's
It's
so
so
unfair.
stupid.
Break it up
It
with
really
Twitch.
is.
Yeah, no, it is bullshit.
All right. Well, on that note,
Yeah.
Emilio, why don't you go ahead and make it
We had a not super productive day last session. We managed to make it to the no one actually corrected me when I wrote the California Academy of Sciences. I don't know what the building's actually called.
Oh, I just gave you that emoji.
Premier of Sciences.
Smack my head.
Yeah.
Emojis.
Okay. Well, we made it to the science area, and met Gram Frieda, and delivered the plague. Iliana also made a wonderful new friend, the receptionist, I think. I don't want to get her title wrong, but and then we decided to invite her to watch Derek's play, The Petite Romance, later that night with us. Derek found out he wrote the play, I think, or not sure where that's going. And then we kind of split up towards the end of the night. Well, I guess early evening, and Llennoc and Iliana went to the spa, and the rest of us are going out to dinner. And there seems to be some type of competition for Gram Frieda's attention. And we'll see where that goes. But overall, I think that was it. Did I miss anything, guys? We didn't really do a lot.
No,
that's,
well, you forgot the hats, and you forgot the keg on wheels, and
Yes.
Oh, I did forget the keg on wheels and the hats. I forgot about that, that party hour between dropping off the plague and going to the play. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's fair. Okay. All right. So, why don't we start by following? Since we ended with the four of you heading to dinner, why don't we start with Iliana and Llennoc in the spa? Is there anything in particular you want to do? The front desk person will have recognized you by now, Llennoc, and get you all set up, so that's no issue.
For me, I just wanted to chill. I wanted to give the others their space. Like reading that room and seeing Iliana bounce, like, hey, let's go chill, and just looking to be a little pampered. I know we're going to be hitting the road again, and after being shown this beautiful haven of comfort and pampering, I'm all about it.
Yeah, Iliana's just wanting some peace.
Okay. All right, so you two have a lovely, quiet evening in the spa. And then, oh yes, Happy Father's Day, everybody. Happy Father's Day, Dan, Steven. Okay.
Happy Father's Day, Steven.
I hope I didn't break everyone's immersion by doing that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Look, we already said the curtain came up.
Yeah.
All right.
It's ruined.
Yep. So as the four of you are seated in this small little, this quaint little restaurant down a few streets from the theater that Frieda, or Dee, as she told you to call her, brought you to. Clearly she goes here often from, after a show, because they seem to know her. Please order a meal, some drinks. What are y'all doing?
How content, are Derek and Elzara still competing? Am I
Oh, that's
still like?
Right.
Because Jules feels like collateral damage in this situation. Jules
No,
feels like
what? What? I thought we were all going in together and having a moment.
Sure.
The Midnight Rainbow.
It was
So-
a midnight rainbow.
So Derek would definitely like getting to the restaurant, like would have been laying it on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I think are we having alcohol at this establishment?
God, I hope so.
I'm sure, yeah.
Okay. So at any random point in conversation, Derek just abruptly gets up and leaves.
Okay. Oh,
Why are you leaving?
And he doesn't say anything. He just walks out.
and it's when alcohol is served, that's when you walk out, or it's when
No,
you drink?
I just want to make sure he's drunk. If he's not drunk, he's not walking out. But if he's
Oh.
drinking, even more, he's
Okay.
walking out.
I
So
don't
so
think- yeah.
we're having dinner, we're getting slightly drunk, and then you just say nothing and leave.
Yep, you got it. Yep.
All right.
Oh, please.
Oh, does
I'm sure he's just
your
going to the bathroom or
friend
something.
always leave abruptly? Okay. Right.
He marches to the beat of his own drum. I've only known him a few days, but he's a peculiar fellow.
Sure.
He's also a cat.
Right. Well,
We're,
the
yeah,
creative types, right? They're always just a little bit
Yes.
out there.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. How are you?
Since we left the theater, fine. Thanks.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. How are you?
You know, I am doing so good right now.
Good.
Because drinks help
Oh,
loosen
sure.
the soul.
I'm also doing well. Thank you for asking. No, this is a really nice restaurant. Is this just like the go-to for anyone in government, or?
Oh no, it's a little far for most people from there. I don't know. It's a great little place where the crowds don't really go. That's near the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I'll have to check it out next time I see a play. Yeah, it's been an exciting day.
It
I didn't-
has been. Yeah.
It was really surprising running into you earlier, especially again. I don't know. I feel like we should probably get better with names. We should have realized who we were bringing the plague to.
Oh.
So, what are your plans for it exactly?
Oh, well, to study it first, it sort of, I guess, Cigna said that they were experimenting on something else, and it sort of spawned really from an experiment of their own. So, trying to figure out exactly where it came from and what it is, and then of course, find an antidote for it, just in case something like this ever happens again.
Yeah, I've heard that's pretty scary stuff. Do you know if this is what we dropped off was a recreation of the original, or?
No, that was the original from what I understand, unless she
Okay.
withheld something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is
Well,
unusual. You don't typically find something like that happening every day. So,
yeah. Well, anyways, cheers to running into you again. And
you as well.
Elzaris, do you have what are the plans for the rest of the night? It's getting a little late, so I just didn't know what was on the agenda.
I was thinking about doing some yoga, but I didn't know if you all were like up for that, or because I need a stretch.
Oh, yoga. Is that something you all normally do?
I try to do it every day.
Mm.
I see.
But
It's a special kind of yoga.
Oh, like heated yoga?
Yes.
sometimes they're pretty hot.
It's hot
Bikram.
Yeah.
Okay.
and steamy.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very good for opening pores and opening other things.
Oh.
I'm
Damn.
just start choking on my drink.
Yeah, it's, I if you're so familiar with it, Jules, is there a studio you go to here, or is this something that you do on your own?
Out of character. I'm sure there's a place here, right? That I would.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll just tell her. Yeah. I'll tell her. My favorite studio and how it titles ours a few things since I've known her.
Okay.
However, I fear that. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
Sure. I'm not much of a practitioner, but if you two recommend it,
I mean, we could teach you.
Oh.
It's
I wouldn't want to impose.
Oh, please impose. Please.
Do you actually mean that, Elzaris?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay,
Oh, God damn
alright.
it. I'm not doing. I mean, persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
8.
Okay.
Oh, Alex.
Don't you have advantage?
Are you gonna burn your
No, I'm not gonna burn
inspiration
it
on?
on
What
this.
better thing would you burn it on? An 8?
Maybe-
You're gonna stick with an 8.
It's a pretty high
Yeah.
number.
It is a high
As
number.
high as 18, but
Like,
Are we gonna let that one go?
no.
It will forever live on.
Yeah.
all your faults, Steve.
No.
So silly.
Oh man. Oh well. Yeah, maybe. I mean, probably not tonight. I've had a little bit to drink. I don't know how flexible or balanced I'd be, but I think maybe in the future that would be great if it would be in a position.
We're only here for like
Year.
maybe another night or two.
Oh
Like,
my god.
I mean, but if you don't want to, I can't. I mean, I understand.
Oh.
We'd love to hang out with you some more.
Sure.
Oh.
Yes. In more
I think
intimate
that's what
ways.
Alzaris is trying to say.
More
Well,
intimate ways, yes.
I find all of your company lovely as well. If you're in town, it would be nice change of pace. You don't see too many travelers come through. I'm sure that's going to change with all of the, your people, right, in Harasa. And she'll look at Elzaris. But for now.
Yes. Okay.
Telepathically say to Elzaris, like, hey, either shoot your shot because she's gonna go home and do some reading in a second.
I will.
I'm gonna excuse myself. Go to the restroom.
Oh God. I'm gonna gently reach out my hand.
Okay.
Put my hand on hers. This yoga that we do, it has a lot of health benefits to it, but it's not just like a it's more than just a Zen experience. It's more of a very physical experience. If you're also interested in that, are you catching my drift?
Okay. Yes, I think I do see. Yeah. I do. And you're asking if I'm going to impose on that sort of thing?
Oh, like I thought, like imposing, like interrupting me and like somebody else, and that would be okay if you were to do that, because the more the merrier. Because I haven't done the more and merrier part.
Oh, all right. Make that persuasion check, sister.
till 11. What is happening?
I'm not touching it. Just taking a picture of it.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Already rolled a 1.
Almost.
11.
That's some critical fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well. I don't know if I've ever done the merrier either, but I guess we could start with some yoga and see how it goes.
Oh boy. Okay.
I promise it wasn't me trying to get out of an early evening. I really have had quite a bit to drink, so we'll see.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Good. You can see her kind of like loosen up just a little bit. All
Oh,
right.
I'm so loose right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we
Just
can
to
finish dinner and then do we need a large space to do yoga, to practice yoga? I have a lovely large balcony if that's kind of what you're looking for.
Oh God, yes. Balcony is perfect.
Okay. Well, let's enjoy the rest of our dinner and then yeah. It won't take long to get to my place.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. So
And I'm gonna wait for Jules to get back so I can be like, but not like that.
Sure. Yeah, Jules will come back and pick up what you're putting down.
Which is your pants. Sorry.
zing. All right. All right.
Oh,
So you
heavens.
finish your meal, and she'll let you know that her because her estate is in the the upper ring of the city. She'll flag down a why can't I think of like a rickshaw, like one of those little things, and for the three of you to ride in. Oh wait, or Jules, are you coming with them?
Yeah, Jules would love to tag along.
All right. And
What sort of moron would leave that situation?
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. All right, and so you head up to her villa, and as that's happening, Derek, what are you doing? What kind of rascally business are you getting up to?
Derek has he's having a bit of an existential crisis,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only one person that he can confide in this world. Her hair is glowy. She can fly sometimes, and he's certainly not interrupting anything if he heads toward the spa to try and find his party member.
Okay, yeah. It takes you a little bit. So when you find them, there'll be, several services into their spa evening. But yeah, you make your way to the spa.
Okay. I guess I need to enter the spa?
Oh, yeah. If you want to go ahead and come in and you see, a gnome woman who's just tending the front desk. Oh, yes. How can I help you?
I would oh wait, hold on. Serious question.
Uh-huh.
How is this set up? How easy is it gonna be for me to find them? Are they in a private room, or I guess, do I need to just get to like a common area, or do I need to go sneaking around door to door is my question.
Oh, I see. I mean, you can make a quick perception check for me.
You got it. I am rolling perception, and the answer is a 23.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay. You would see that there's like this main bathhouse that has these columns around it, and then there looks like there are private rooms throughout that sort of like line the outside of the main bathing area. I would say. Actually, let me ask Llennoc and Iliana. Where would you be spending most of your time in this spa?
Oh,
I think
Fucking
are
Dan.
there any like saunas or
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
that's even
think
better.
I think that Iliana would probably go to I think she'd probably go to a sauna. If there's a sauna there, absolutely.
Ooh, Llennoc
Yeah.
will join in if it's a mixer.
Yeah. It is a
God.
it is a
He's
mixer.
gonna
Yeah.
be super okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I mean,
Just a few more stones. Well,
Yeah.
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 So-
It sounds good.
in that case, Derek, you look around, but you do not see your friends in the main bath area, but they might be in one of the side rooms.
Okay. Derek was assuming
Mhm.
that they were probably in some sort of a sauna
Mm-hmm.
and would be looking for that sort of a thing.
Okay. So as you walk in, the front desk clerk asks you, "Can I help you?"
I'm just talking to somebody, and I'll keep walking.
Oh, yeah, nope. God, what are with these rolls tonight? She just kind of like, and like you can tell just from the gaze, she's like watching you to see what it is you're doing.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me to see if you can find them.
All right, I'm investigating. 9. 9 is the number that I've rolled.
Yeah, I think you probably, yeah. You make your way through hastily, like looking in all the rooms, and you don't find anyone. I mean, you find
Jesus.
people, but you don't
But
find your
not
friends.
not it. Okay. Then I'll walk out and go back to the hotel. I would start making my way back to the hotel, and I would bang on their doors.
Okay.
I guess just hers. I think Dan's door is technically my door. He just never stayed there because
Yeah.
it's gross in there.
Yeah. So no one answers Iliana's door.
Oh
Because,
God.
You know, at this point, I mean, they'll be coming. I mean, I assume they're going to be coming back eventually, but yeah, they aren't there at this. You know, at this point.
Okay.
So.
Then Derek's gonna go to the bar, order a beer, and then go sit outside the door and just like slump against it, sadly drinking.
Oh god.
Okay. So, Iliana and Llennoc, whenever it is you decide to leave, you make your way back to the hotel, you will find a sad, slumped kitty cat, Tabaxi, out front.
Derek?
I thought.
Oh, it's you're here.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I was trying to find you,
Uh-huh.
and Llennoc.
You were trying to find both of us?
I just needed to talk to somebody.
Oh. Oh, come on in. Yeah, that's okay. She will open her door and just kind of leave it open for Derek and Llennoc if they want to come in.
Derek, are you really gonna let Derek Bartson go in there? Hey, music,
Yeah.
good timing.
Yeah, sorry, I realized
yeah.
I hadn't turned it on.
Yeah, I'm letting.
I love
keeping
how
the door
Iliana
open.
always has mood music in her rooms.
Yeah.
It's always
Nice.
It's you guys can be dismissed now. You can leave. I've been gone all day. Go ahead. She's dismissing the band.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
That's
go
fine,
in too.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's do what-
Yeah,
Iliana will go in and like probably sit at like. Are there any like chairs in the room?
Yeah, there's
She'll sit in a chair. Just kind of. So
Lean
what's
on
up?
the wall next to the bed.
So Derek's drunk, and he's just gonna sort of start rambling a little bit.
She'll get up and close the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel, and I lied, and I was being dishonest, and it's not right, but we lost a fight to some goddamn flipping little short people, We barely beat them, and then we wouldn't have won the second fight because we're not good enough, and we had to try and lose on purpose, but we would have lost on accident, and I'm so disappointed, and I'm trying to just fuck away my sadness, and it's not working, and now I'm lying, and I told this woman I wrote a play that I didn't write, and I'm just too sad to do it anymore. I need to leave this city.
Oh, okay, there's a lot, and she'll look at Llennoc, there's a lot going on there.
Lot to unpack.
Okay, so first you're upset about the fight.
It was real bad.
Some director.
I mean, it was, are you talking the losing was bad? You feel bad about the losing, or was it the tumbling? Because that was, and she'll look at Llennoc, that was pretty...
I can feel the stress coming back.
I feel like we lost to the tumbling, even though we didn't. It was too close.
Right.
What are we doing wrong?
Well, you know, those were people in a fighting ring, Derek. They weren't, you know, I mean, I mean, not everyone is trained to fight. Not everyone is. Look, there are going to be close battles out there. It's, you know, we did what we went to do. We got some money.
But we're adventurers, and we've done so much, and we can't even win a second round fight in some 2-bit arena.
They were pretty difficult. That they were mighty trained. I don't think that you need to feel bad about it.
I missed much of the fight, pretending to be knocked out, but I can tell you 2 things about that, Derek, for sure. The first is there isn't enough fucking in the world to wash away the taint that is the tumbling those assholes brought to our world. 2, I agree. I think that this is a very dangerous world, and I think we've been a little bit complacent lately. We've really enjoyed this city. I think we had a close scare. We lost our dear friend. We retreated into the comforts of the city. I think leaving and sharpening those skills is what we need to do, but we can't always win, Derek.
Can't we? Maybe if we adventure and train, we can be the very best, like no one ever was.
There's no comfort that comes with being the very best, Derek.
Are you sure?
Even if you're the best in the world, you're still going to not feel good enough.
I was looking at Iliana like, oh no, somebody hurt you.
So even if you train, there's nothing wrong with not being the best.
There's always someone out there that's stronger than you. But it's still good to train and be stronger, as strong as you can.
Sure. Self-improvement is always a good thing.
So, can we leave this city? It's not good for me. I'm a weak man, and there's too many things here that distract me from what I need to be doing.
I mean, can't you just say no? Like, can't you just not...
He'll just start sobbing. Oh, I can't!
Not fuck everything that comes along your way?
It's so difficult.
Is it?
It really is, and he'll just sob, and he'll go and like try and hug Llennoc and just sob.
I'll give you a hug, yeah. Oh, there. You're no weak, Derek. Well, you're just we lack some focus here in this town. I think they're there. Let it all out, lad.
And then he'll hold him and sob for a minute. And just leave. There'll be a big wet spot on his shoulder.
Maybe you need a hobby, Derek. Something that will take your mind off of screwing things.
It's a
You
fun
know?
idea.
Can we? Maybe we could go. We could go fight.
What?
I need a rush.
You just got out of fighting.
I know, but don't we need to get better?
We do, but we don't need to go jumping in just to fight things.
What?
That's how you that's that's how you start wars. That's how you start trouble.
Okay.
You have to have a
Well-
reason behind your fight, and you can't just fight things because you want to.
Can I admit something to you?
It's short.
Sure.
I haven't-
Iliana,
It's been a long time since I felt like we fought with reason.
Okay. Well then, but going and finding fights isn't going to give you a reason.
What do you want to do? Why are you here?
I'm here because I was sent here.
But is that enough?
I mean, sure. I have a purpose, I feel. You know, we're all supposed to be kind of exploring the place and finding things.
But I'm just exploring deep gnomes. And then he'll just sob some more.
You need to explore yourself, Derek.
Yeah. And you know,
Find what drives you.
let's. You said you lied to someone about writing a play.
I did. I
But-
tried to steal away that lady Gram that Alex and Jules were trying to get with,
Sure.
and she said that she liked the play, and so I told her that I wrote it.
But
And
Derek,
I know I didn't. I know, and I'm so sorry.
no,
It's
Derek. How far back do you remember? Is it? Do you remember anything before? I know that your memory has been shaky. Do you remember anything before your transformation, other than your name?
I do. I remember. I remember arriving to these isles, and I remember a large meeting with some people who had there were like some half elves that weren't actually half elves, and I sensed it, and I remember being on a
your shoulders.
I remember being on a boat,
Mm.
and I remember fucking Jefferson not helping us,
Oh,
Okay.
and I have a few memories of childhood, and I remember being chased by gnomes with torches and pitchforks, and
oh.
I don't remember much else. No.
Okay. Well, the being chased by nuns with pitchforks—that's new. But
Right.
a little
Look
concerning.
over your
But
shoulder, Iliana.
But Derek, so you don't remember writing anything?
No. Why? I wouldn't even know where to start. Iliana, could you really imagine me writing anything, let alone something other people would want to produce?
What we saw this evening was not something you in your distinguished state would write, but I feel that I could definitely see the old Derek possibly writing something similar.
Absolutely.
And then
That could have
plus,
been you.
I know that you used to be into plays. You used to be. I know you told us that.
Right?
Did I?
We didn't know that you wrote
did.
things, but we did know that you worked in plays. You worked in theater.
Right. You're a thespian.
Yeah.
No. I'm into women, but I'm a man.
No, we know that. I think you mistake what.
Into the performing
Saying.
arts.
Yeah, you
Oh.
are an actor. You were an actor, or at least that was part of who you were. I mean, it wasn't the only thing you were. You were.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you told us. I mean,
Right.
I don't.
You had a
don't
strong
remember.
knowledge.
I mean, you could have been not telling the truth, but I kind of could see it in your personality then.
So you think that someone has stolen my identity? You think Jefferson did it?
No. I think it was because you transformed into a tabaxi, into a cat.
You warned us it could
That
happen.
some of it kind of got a little muddled.
Well, there's your driving force, Dark. Why don't you focus those side
finding it?
energies to discovering your past self?
You think I should see if I can write?
That'd be a good start, right?
You know,
Try a little acting, a little
maybe
writing.
if we come across a therapist somewhere, you could talk to a therapist. Get
I don't
some
know
of
if we
that
have
out.
quite enough gold to help Daryl's case.
What? Listen, maybe I'll give it a try, and I'll see what I can do, and I'm gonna go back to my room and go to sleep because I'm really tired. But the next time I have a break, I'm gonna write.
Good. Good for you.
I think that's a wonderful decision, Derek. I really, really do.
And he starts to tear up again. He's like, "Thank you both so much," and he goes to hug each of you individually.
Oh, that's,
Give you some hugsies.
That's, maybe take another bath. I can still. There's still a.
So at that, Derek will look ashamed and he'll walk out of the room and shut the door, and then he would go to his room and just go like flop out on the bed, and then like realize there's something weird on his arm and it's dried semen, and he's like, oof. And he just gets up and he lays in the bathtub and like he grabs a pillow and he takes it and lays in the bathtub and curls up. And,
I told you.
Oh my
goes to
gosh!
sleep.
What an amazing detail!
There you go.
All right.
All right. Before we move to the other two, are the two of you doing anything else this evening, Llennoc and Iliana?
Oh, I'm just gonna, Oh, all right. Well,
That was something.
I thoroughly enjoyed your redirect there.
I can't say that I don't feel bad for him.
Right.
It has to be hard.
I hope it helps. Losing oneself like that can't be. It's got to be terrible.
We should probably keep an eye on him as far as fighting goes. We don't want him starting fights just to start a fight.
Right.
And I'm afraid, fighting's great and all, but it's not the answer to everything.
No.
So.
Love is.
Thank you for.
God? Did you hear that?
Sorry,
That's you.
I forgot
it's
my
me,
bow.
Llennoc.
The violinist comes back in. Runs back.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Thank you for a lovely evening.
I let them borrow the room so they can practice while I'm gone. Little deal I made on the side. It's fine. Oh yeah, it was the spa, and she'll be like walking towards the door to open it back up since Derek closed it, and the violinist closed it.
Violinist.
It was a good time.
Just know that I appreciate you and all you're doing for everyone here in the group. I'll give like a shoulder.
Same to you. Show open the door.
Have yourself a good night then. I'll catch you in the morning.
You as well. Good night.
Sashay my sweet ass out of the room.
Oh, Iliana will peek and then go back into her room and read one of her novels.
All right.
Okay. Yep, I'm going to head in bed as well.
Okay. Great. Elzaris and Jules. Anything? Are you staying the evening after your yoga sesh?
If she'll have us. Maybe.
Yeah.
Of course she will.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I mean, the answer needs to be.
Jules is stoked. Yeah, Jules is very excited.
Elzaris is so freaking excited because this is an experience and she's making memories. Yes.
Well, you find yourselves in her beautiful town home, with a very large balcony on the 4th floor that just sort of looks out to the glittering city. And yeah, you have a lovely evening together. We'll go ahead and just leave it at that.
Oh, you don't want details?
That's what
I'm kidding.
the spoiler page on
Look.
Discord is for. Go ahead and write down what happened.
Oh boy.
Tasha, share with the world. And, okay. Iliana, you find yourself, after you've gone to bed a few hours in, to start having this sort of vivid dream about one of the nights that you were on the plains. The sky is clear and bright. You can see the 2 moons above you. And it's almost like you're back there. And it's very, outside of the moons, just very softly lighting the grasses that are waving. You see actually this glowing figure, maybe 100 yards away from where you and your companions are sleeping.
So I'm currently laying down in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
She'll stand up and go to a tree. I'm just kidding, Victoria.
It's okay.
Nice.
Oh, the trees and the plains,
Mhm,
you know?
mhm, mhm.
She'll start walking towards it.
Okay. You start walking towards it, and once you get, the light is actually rather bright the closer that you get to it, and you're probably about 20 feet from it when you recognize it as your guide.
Oh. Hello?
They bow their heads at you.
Iliana will do the bow her head as well. Can I help you?
Can I
Do you need
help
something?
you? You seem stuck, child.
Stuck. Well, you might have to be a little bit more precise than that. Stuck how?
You seem to be moving in circles.
Spiritually or physically? Because we've been in a city for the past 3 days.
I feel like you know.
Oh. It's just been different, not being back at the barracks and constantly checking in and, daily prayers and it's been different is the word I'm going to stick with here.
Different isn't always bad, though.
No, it hasn't been bad so far. I guess I just find myself questioning things. My role in things.
Would you like to ask me a question?
Oh. Sure. If you can answer what I'm asking.
You might not like the answer, but I'll answer it.
Do they really, the council who I was raised under, do they really care what happens to me out here?
Do you care what they think of you?
Yes, they're everything I know, besides here.
Your faith isn't through them.
Well, that's... I mean, I guess that, but that's good to know.
Then maybe don't put too much stock in people who don't put a lot of stock in you.
That's a good answer. I'll remember it.
Good. You've been working, though, and trying, so perhaps I can help you find a way to fight your way through a little bit better, a little easier. And they'll walk up to you and go to put both of their hands on either sides of your cheeks if you let them.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll look you in your eye and say, find people worthy of your time. And they'll, like, just very gently kiss your forehead. And you just feel your eyes, your eyelids go very heavy, and you naturally just kind of close your eyes. And as you open them, your guide has gone, but you feel the weight of your wings are out. And will you roll a religion check for me, please?
Religion?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is a 21 total.
21, yeah, for sure. You're able to sort of feel the divine weight within you, and you know that you've been granted the ability to now use your wings for an hour instead of 10 minutes every day.
Thank you.
You feel like a warm breeze just kind of go over you. The grasses rustle a little bit more. And the dream starts to fade. And you find the rest of the evening's sleep.
Right.
All right. So, we've made it to another morning, surprisingly.
Yay!
I don't know how that feels.
It's taken like 4 months to play the last 2 days.
Yeah.
It's
Time-
fine.
Yeah.
It's time for all of us to get breakfast individually.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the three of you are at the Hairy Tortoise, where you can get your breakfast in the morning. Elzaris and Jules, you find yourselves waking up in one of the large rooms of Frieda's home. There's breakfast laid out on a table for you.
God.
Ooh.
Such a wonderful host.
Hostess.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just coordinate with her, like, because we were gonna meet this morning anyways, right, with everyone else.
Yes. So you wake up and you all slept in the same room, but you wake up and you find a beautifully scrawled note next to the breakfast that explains that, she does have duties and she did have to be at the school quite early. So
Understandable.
she would see you when you decided to come by.
Okay.
But thank you both for a lovely evening.
All right, no prop on the note. Just,
I'm gonna do a more
Pair of
eloquent.
sunglasses.
yeah.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
I'm writing a more eloquent response.
Okay. Okay.
Little stick figure doing finger guns. Just,
That's amazing.
No, mine's like the fanciest cursive you've ever seen. Like, ah, thank you. Last night was great. Blah, 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 blah.
yeah. I'll just write like it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your
Welcome.
hospitality.
Sorry about your sheets.
Please get those washed.
All right. Where are you two heading? Are you heading back to the hotel to meet up with everyone? Or are you doing something
Yeah,
else?
let's just go to the hairy tortoise.
Okay.
The what?
The hoary
Boring
tortoise.
tortoise.
He's just
on his
being
back.
accurate.
Hoary TARDIS.
Yeah.
There's now a brothel
mean,
somewhere in the
that's
studio
enough.
called
Bad.
the Hoary TARDIS.
I love it.
I mean, it was either the hoary or the horny. I couldn't tell which it was.
You gotta find it.
I mean,
I'm gonna be eating a
Interchangeable.
sweet breakfast sandwich, extra effing cheese, and extra bacon.
All right. Does anyone not emerge at breakfast?
Iliana's there.
Even Derek Bartson is there.
whoa.
Makes an appearance.
Ooh.
Derek, are you feeling better this morning?
I just need some food.
Try one of these. And I'll look to the bartender, or to get him one. It's like all
Yeah,
dripping with
yeah.
cheese and bacon.
I'll give
and stuff.
I'll give a cat look in agreement.
Right.
Okay.
Slam back the rest of my first coffee and get another one poured.
Have we walked in at this point? I'm assuming.
Yeah. At this point, you would have found them at breakfast for sure.
Oh, how
down
was
and have
your
breakfast.
night, you two?
Hi.
Must be hungry.
Productive.
Oh.
It was a productive night.
It was really good.
Productive, is that what we're... Okay. All right.
Productive.
What do you think we were doing?
Dividing
Haven't-
and adding,
Having dinner, of course. Just
Math. They're just doing math.
all
dividing
night
some legs and
long.
adding some. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Recharge yourselves.
How about you
Did you have
guys?
a protractor?
I barely knew her. Protractor. Oh.
How was the spa, Llennoc?
Oh, it was relaxing. Oh, there was a bit of.
It was good.
Right. It was really relaxing. Thank
I'm
you
glad
again.
you guys
Really appreciate you showing that to me.
Of course.
Ooh.
Iliana, I'm sorry. I should have asked. I should have seen if you wanted to join us, but I think that night
No,
you went to
that's
bed earlier.
it's not my thing. But
Oh,
you
my
know,
mistake. I just assumed because you. Okay, well,
you just assume why, Jules?
because you went there last night.
Because I went to the play.
No, to the spa.
Oh,
It's
to
a
the
spa
spa.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I did go to the spa. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We're actually we were talking about getting ready to leave, get underway on our resharpen our skills and such.
Oh.
Not sure if we have much business left here.
Oh, do we not?
Yeah, we were supposed to go do the. I thought we were doing the errands to get the upgraded weapons, and she was going to teach you how to do
Right.
the maps. And
Oh,
Right.
shit.
Oh, I kind of missed
That's
that. Right.
Yeah. Got to
Yeah.
go there.
All right.
Yeah.
is
yeah.
that okay? I mean,
I
I think it would be.
Absolutely.
Oh, it'll help us in our journey then, I'm sure. So
Yeah, I could. Yeah, upgrade stuff. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's
well,
go.
Let's,
Are-
yeah,
are-
yeah.
As we finish
Fuck it, yeah,
breakfast,
let's go.
let's go.
All right.
And I'm gonna stick near Derek.
All right, so you all make your way through the city to the upper tier into the College of the Magical Arts and Sciences. And you walk in, and knowing where Gram Frieda's office is, you can bypass the front. You know, it wasn't even a front desk. You just literally bothered one of the teachers in her office. But you make your way to the 4th floor to her study. The door is
and Derek's just sort of like gawking at everything because he wasn't here before, and he's kind of taking it all in.
Yeah.
And not talking.
Yeah, that's right. So when you walk in, just so that you know, it's a large round. It's a rotunda with 4 stories. It's all made of like marble and obsidian glass. Beautiful dwarven stone carvings. And then of course she's on the 4th floor, and she's these beautiful bank of windows as you walk into her room. Oh, so lovely for all of you to join me. Are we ready for a day of study?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So, Llennoc will do our study as soon as I get everyone else squared away, because I'm the only one that knows the magic that you're wishing to learn. But, Jules, you had those interesting bracers that we looked at. Would you mind if we take another look at them?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll take them off and hand them over.
Oh. I don't think I asked before. Where did you acquire these?
They were given to me by my father.
Very
I
interesting.
think it's a family heirloom.
Very interesting. Well, I'm gonna have you go and see, and she'll tell you, like, where to go. Within the school, she's sending you to a particular professor. I feel like some of what these bracers might be able to do in the future is something that you're going to have to be able to unlock on your own, but we can certainly help infuse them with just a little bit more oomph, if that makes any sense.
That sounds great to me. Thank you.
Great. So you head your way down to that professor, and they will help you unlock another fighting style on your bracers.
Ooh. All right.
Let's
do
it. And then she will turn to Iliana and say, have you thought about what it is that you're looking for, my dear?
She will take out her violin. I was wondering if we could, I don't know, maybe, tinker this somehow, or put a little magic on it to where it will, do something when I play it. Is that possible?
Yeah, of course. Let me see, my dear. And she'll gingerly take the violin from you. Absolutely.
Something hopeful, something that will, help people if they're about ready to die or something like that.
I think I know just the thing. And she'll hand you back your violin, and she'll go down and scrawl a little bit of information on a piece of paper and hand it to you and give you directions to where you need to go, and say they will help with an enchantment on that will help spare your friends if they're dying.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Sure.
Then she'll turn to Derek. And for you, sir.
Derek will just hold out his mace, and I'll be like, is there anything you can do to make this better?
Oh.
I don't want a new one. It has sentimental value.
Of course. We have an entire department that is simply focused on reusing existing weaponry, so of course we can. And she'll take a look at it and say, I think I know just the thing. And she'll do the same thing, scrawl some information on it, send you on your way, and you will find that they put an enchantment on your... Oh, where did it go? An enchantment on your mace. I gotta get through the hat stuff. That allows you to do a little extra damage when you roll a nat 20.
Okay, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was Steven. Okay, and I'll just say thank you very much for making my rod harder, and I'll step away.
And for you, my dear Elzaris.
Oh, me. She just kind of. No, I don't want to. No. She pulls out her 2 daggers. One of them being her hex blade, and the other just a normal dagger. I don't know. Can you do anything with these, or one, or both, or?
Well, she'll take them both and kind of look at them. And she'll hand you back the hexblade weapon. This one has someone else's hand already on it.
Yeah,
It'll be a little bit harder to manipulate. This one, however, we can certainly find something. Why don't you think about what it is you want, and we'll make it happen. I'll send you to one of my dear friends, and she'll get you all set up. She is a master with small blades. She'll do the same thing, give you some information, and then we will pick what it is that you want to have upgraded to your weapon.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Wow. And then finally she'll turn to Llennoc and say, all right, well, this will take the majority of the day, but are you ready? Llennoc.
I'm thinking. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm so ready, so excited. Again, I really think this is just incredible, and the ingenuity put into this. You're right. Yes, the day. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And so she'll explain to you that she will teach you how to make an area map that will update to the current conditions. It's a little bit of she's explaining to you that it's still experimental, and that the work to try and get people on it, especially people you know and versus don't know, is going to be much more in depth of a study that you'd have to come back to do. But she will set you up with the components, which it's a pretty hefty amount of silver shavings, special infused ink with some obsidian, things like that, so that you can do a particular area. Is there? Do you have an idea of what part of the map you'd want to start with, or do you want to save it for when you're doing it yourself?
My thought was, what I wanted to attempt to do, however long it takes me to learn how to do this, is at least to start. I know there's a lot of depths to this, but to start geographically, to see if I can as we go along, and I map areas out, just to see if there's anything that happens to the topography that's ooh, yikes, there's a fire and things are burning, or this mountain was cleaved in two, or something like that.
Okay.
Would be my going into it, whether that works or not.
Okay, so she kind of explains that the way that the magic works is that you don't necessarily have to be in that area, but you have to know of the area, and she said it helps in the future if you can scry on the area, and then that will give you knowledge of the area itself, and then you're infusing that magic into the map, and then the map will tell you if there's a fire there, or if there's something that's happening, in that area. So the way she's explaining it is if there's an area that you already know that you want to write, that's fine. If you want to do it as you go along, that's fine, but it'll probably be in a skinny little trail of where you're going, right?
Okay.
So if you want to save it for then we can do that, and we can just...
if she says that, I'd probably ask, Rach, if since I'm fairly limited just starting out here, would I be able to do just a town here and a town there? Just maybe an individual or two. What are my limitations with that if I were looking to just do a town at a time?
Sure. Well, depending on how large the town is, that sort of work, like a small village, would take me about a day's worth of inscribing with all of these tools and then all of these components, and then those components would be used. But so this is about a town size amount. However, once you've been there, if you take copious notes, you should be able to do it after you've left. You don't necessarily have to be in the location to do it.
You see?
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yes.
This is incredible. Again, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. And I'm sure you would have shared your maps that you've done so far, and she would explain to you that, your roles so far have been really great on the cartography. So your maps she's telling you that if you want to start on something on your maps, you probably know enough of that area to be able to start.
Nice. I'm going to start on Harasa then for sure.
Okay.
I mean, whenever, mentally make a note.
Absolutely. Yeah, she can, if you wanted to start on Harasa, you can use these 8 hours she can teach you on your map and use the components to do that. So.
Oh, thank you so much. I'd love to start out here in Harasa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll say you get the Harasa proper, but you don't get any of the area just outside of Harasa where they were clearing away all the ruins because it is bigger. But you get Harasa on there, so now you can. It's once you finish the final incantation of the ink, and then you put the silver shavings on it and you blow them off. You can see there's sort of like a shift in the seas. Almost like there's a breeze that's going through it, like magically, and you now have Harasa recorded.
Can I get any people on that as well?
So people was what she was explaining is that's like a next level spell because you're putting like the essence of people into the map. But now that you've built the area that they're in, if you do another day's worth of training with her, she can probably at some point teach you how to do that next level.
Neat.
All right. Perfect. Anything else you guys want to accomplish at the college?
We'll message you.
Oh, you're gonna message me? Okay, perfect.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
If anyone ends up a
Tasha
second
goes
day.
again.
I want to have sex with the whole college, please.
Oh my god.
And I'd like to
No.
RP it.
That's crazy. Sounds just like Tasha. That's super weird.
That is her
that
voice.
was
It looks spot on.
that was creepy as fuck.
So good.
I'll just express, a lot of gratitude and stuff to the professor that I'm speaking to, and then to Frieda later on.
Of course.
But I imagine that Lennoc's going to be busy for a while, right? How long? Or do we all finish at the same time?
You're all finishing at approximately the same time. I would say Llennoc probably is an hour or two later, but all of you finish up late afternoon. You can go back to Frieda's study. You can wander around and just sort of see the grounds if you want. There's a lovely courtyard out back.
Yeah, I'll just enjoy the architecture in the courtyard and walk around for a little bit until everyone's done.
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
That second day for Lena could be like a future time, right? Like this is something if we come back to.
Right. Yeah. It's a higher level portion of the spell. Plus the components are a lot more expensive.
Gotcha.
So I mean, you have a lot of money, so you could purchase them. But she's like.
I don't have the skill yet. Though.
Yeah. You're close. But yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So at some point, you all make your way back together, and Frieda, says, "I hope that all of you found today productive." And of course, in return, and she'll unveil 3 large tomes that are wrapped in leather, completely wrapped in leather, and they look like they have bindings on them, and seals, like wax seals on them. I would say anyone who is proficient in Arcana wouldn't even need to roll to be able to tell that these are like tightly protected.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about anyone looking for these while they're on your person. They've been protected so that anywhere in the area of them within about 60 feet. are protected from any of those magics.
No divination magic. Good to know about.
Well, they're so unique that they can't go through teleportation, so we have to protect them somehow.
Understandable.
But
We'll keep them safe.
thank you. And we just when you get to the elves and you deliver them, she hands you just a scroll. Gives this to them. It'll explain what you're delivering, and they'll give you a scroll to send back to us. You can either deliver it in person or send it back to let us know that they've arrived.
I think we'll deliver it in person, probably. Right, Elsaris?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Gosh, is just
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, unless you really wanted to, I've already arranged, if you'd like, to go through the mines. It'll be a fair bit safer.
Sure.
But if you wanted to have a conversation with her superiorness, I could have it arranged. But otherwise, I took care of it.
Might sound fine.
Yeah, what do you think, team?
Right? I vote for mines.
Yeah,
Sure.
especially.
All right. Well, good luck. May the gods grant you speed, and I guess reach out if there's anything that you need.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Let's go.
Derek on the shoulder. You ready, lad?
I'm ready. I'm ready to leave.
Derek, did you not like the city?
I don't think it's been good for me, Jules. I think I'm meant for the road.
Aw.
Okay.
She's gonna mosey up closer to Derek.
Derek will still be sad, but he'll start lightly purring.
I'm gonna scritch behind your ears if you'll let me.
You're the one he lets do that.
Yay!
So I guess do they get us like a wagon, or do they have like horses for us?
It's, I mean, they didn't give you any, and they're just.
Oh, they just like allow us.
Yeah.
Got it.
They're gonna let you go through the mine. Yeah, you have your
Got it.
paperwork that lets you go through the mines. Yeah.
Oh,
Got
are
it.
we selling our horses? What are we doing with ours?
Whoa! You watch
Sell?
your filthy mouth.
What is up with you and
We
selling
can't bring them
off
through the
pets?
mines, I don't think.
We can't take him through the mines.
This isn't Lord of the Rings, okay? If we want to bring our horses to the mines of Moria, we can.
Oh, if you want to,
Kidding.
There's not going to be a Balrog. We're fine.
I don't want to pay to have my horse kept here this whole time till we maybe come back.
We're
Listen,
not going to keep him. We're going to take him with us.
I have already lost Guillermo. I will not
Jeez.
lose Guillermo ponies.
And we've lost that Drake bandit.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah,
I'm worried
about
we can.
We should.
If something happens to them, we can get some more.
Iliana.
I'm just saying, it's just practical. If something happens to the horses, at least we'll have them with us.
All right.
If everything's good, we can just continue on our way. And if everything's not good, then we just buy new horses once we get to the other side.
Fair enough.
DM.
Yes.
DM. Is it? It's Derek.
Mom! Iliana's not playing that.
They're being mean to me. No. But one or two things is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Derek is going to take his fucking horse through this mine, or Derek is gonna find a temporary home for this horse and pay up to the entirety of gold he has
Okay.
to save the horse. So I don't know
We're taking
if
the
Derek can tell
horses.
that it's going to be possible or not for Guillermo Ponyson to come, but he's not going Guillermo with us.
Okay.
What?
Oh, go ahead. Did you want to add something?
I was gonna say, why don't you just ask someone Derek? Why don't you just?
Well,
see?
that's essentially what I was
Yeah,
doing.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna have you do an investigation check for me to ask around and see if
Okay.
anyone knows if you can get them through Guillermo Ponison.
I'll help him.
Okay.
I'll do the investigation check.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good. I rolled a 12.
Oh, Derek, I got this. I'll figure this out.
Thank you.
Say we just take him with us, you know?
21.
That's a lot better than me.
Yeah,
Okay,
21.
21. Yeah, so it doesn't take much to flag someone down within the college to ask, and they tell you that while it's possible to take, horses and mules and things like that through, it could become a little bit difficult, especially the further down you go. Most of those sort of like pack animals, they only bring them part of the way in and back out, so it might be a little risky. You might be able to do it, but it'll be...
Derek has already proven himself unwilling to take risks with his sweet pony.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would ask about what the stabling options are near the city.
Oh, okay, sure. So I would say with that same 21, just for the sake of brevity, they name a couple of different stables. I would say because you were out shopping with them, you do recognize one of the names, which is Lundry's Littles. So you know that the that pet shop that has like multiple locations has a stabling option. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that I would just inform my party that I'm not getting a different horse. I need to keep Derek Ponison somewhere safe, and I need to go there before I leave the city.
I'll go with you. I'll go with him and sell my horse.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
You're a monster.
I don't want it to die, and I don't really have an attachment.
Yeah, Iliana will do the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell my horse too.
Wow.
You.
I'm gonna sell my horse. I'm gonna donate the proceeds to Derek's.
Wait, do we want to keep a
Horse.
horse and try to
Keep in
take it
mind.
through just in case we find something?
No, if y'all aren't going to take mine, no.
Mm.
I'm backing Derek up, and I will try to find a home for whatever I named this horse. Blueberry, blackberry, raspberry,
Okay.
strawberry, banana.
Very long
There's
name.
so much about your horse that you
You
know.
okay, Oxardus?
It's
I like
5
how
middle names.
You're backing Derek up. What are we doing? Are we like?
We're selling your horses.
I can see Alex saying that, like, I've got your back, though, Derek. Yeah, if I see Jules do that, I'll... I don't know, it depends on how much you sell the horse for. I'll give some of it to Derek.
Like, Llennoc, it's not that much, you know. It's just.
Okay.
Wait, why are we giving our money to Derek?
This is a grand
Because
horse.
Derek is so responsible with money.
And no, I'm not giving my money to Derek if I sell my horse.
Okay.
Wrong, I'm
You know
gonna
what,
try
Derek?
and amp my
I've got
horse
your
up.
back. I'm gonna give you my money.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
thank
Oh,
you.
please.
Look at all the muscle on this horse. It's a fine young horse. Wild, but tamed now properly.
Guillermo Ponison is a very good pony. He's special to me.
Get it?
All right.
I'm actually gonna activate my ring. I'm gonna say, hey, what do you think? I'm gonna ask Guillermo Ponison, what do you think of your dad? What do you think of Derek?
Oh.
Please
I
don't break
want
my heart.
Victoria.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to decide if I
If you like him or not?
no. I'm trying to decide if I whisper or not.
Oh.
Yeah, you should whisper me.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper
Yeah. Yeah, you can whisper me whatever. I'll bring it up.
you. Okay.
It's-
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't. No.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you give me for such a fine horse?
Okay. So yeah, I will not make unless you want to haggle. I won't make you haggle. I'll just give you your prices.
Okay.
So I'm gonna haggle. I'm
All
gonna
right.
sell this horse. It's a sweet ass horse. Really, it's difficult to find such a fine specimen.
Mhm. Mhm.
Iliana's just selling her horse while this is happening.
You
Okay.
just hear the bell jingle of Jules leaving the shop.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Cool. So, pretty sure I'm pretty good at this. Well, that wasn't fantastic. That's a 6, but I have a +8, so 14.
14.
Mhm.
The gruff dwarven man that's behind the counter, because you went to the larger Landry for the stabling,
Mhm.
kind of eyes you and says, "The price is firm, 75. That's what your friends got."
Fair
That's
enough.
what he'll get.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business.
And for you two, it's 2 gold a day.
Was that 75 gold for the horse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sweet ass horses, I told you.
I donated it all to Derek. Well, I guess it would be split between Derek and Elzaris at this point.
Give you 5 gold, Derek.
2.5 days.
Iliana's not giving you any gold. It's your
There you go,
prerogative.
Derek. I hope this
Dude.
helps.
I don't. Elzaris also doesn't want to pay, but she's just trying to be supportive. And like,
You know, you can buy another horse once you get back.
well, I
If
know
we come back through here.
I know I can. Like that's not the problem. I can sell this horse.
We
but-
found this horse, Alex. It's just a horse with no name.
A horse with
Oh,
no name.
Some
My
very named horse.
God.
Eliana's actually going to nod and agree with Llennoc.
Oh,
This horse
Hasn't
has-
saved you from fiery depths.
No.
Hasn't done anything for you.
You have no
Beautiful.
ties to this horse.
Great.
Well, it
Magnificent
felt
horse.
to be
but
good out of the rain with this horse. And I'm just trying to support Derek, okay? If
Oh.
Derek, but I turn to Derek.
Mm.
So you know I have a thing, like I don't really like spending money on
Yeah.
stuff like this. Can I still support you but also sell my horse?
I don't expect everyone to have the same bond with their animal that I have, but when I'm with Derek Ponyson, I remember things. Guillermo Derek Ponyson. I remember the life I had before, and
No.
I can't let him go. He's all I have.
No, you shouldn't let him go.
But
Don't listen to whatever the
not-
rest of these people are trying to tell you. That pony is like your child, okay? That is one with you. Don't be like Llennoc and just sell them.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
Elzaris.
mouth like what?
I'm gonna get close to Elzaris and whisper. If it takes too long for us to come back, will you help me free Guillermo Ponyson? I could use a sneaky person.
I will give you the most serious look and say, "Fuck yeah, I got you, boo."
I'll lean into her and I'll whisper, "Sell that fucking horse."
Nice.
Alright.
And I sell my blueberry pancake. This is not so
Blueberry, blackberry,
Blueberry,
raspberry.
blackberry,
Raspberry.
raspberry,
I lost track
Waffles.
after that.
strawberry, banana, waffles.
Alright. So
There's
you
a horsey.
also get 75 for your horse.
Ooh.
75 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. You're welcome, I'll say to Alex.
And
Wow.
oh, very loud.
I know. Is that your mic?
God, it's me, Llennoc again. That's awesome.
And then, Jules, you gave Derek your 75,
yeah, I said just put it towards his
bill.
Oh.
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepay 75. I don't trust Derek to keep 75 gold to use later.
Okay.
I'm prepaying 75
Yeah,
gold.
yes,
on
yes,
your
yes.
step.
So you have 37 and a half days to come back
Okay.
before.
Not bad. Well,
Before
it's
what?
us.
Before what?
Before they eat it,
Dinner?
Derek.
Yeah, you gotta.
Where they make
Okay.
horse tacos.
Okay.
Put the horse up on auction. I don't know.
Glue.
Like, yeah.
What do you think it was that they ate at dinner last night?
What?
Huh?
I thought we would just pay when we picked him up.
Not for an indefinite amount of time, for sure.
I'm only gonna be okay. This is fine. We're in okay. You know what?
Pay more.
Right.
You know what? I am going to pay another 150 gold up front if it's refundable if we come back early.
It
I
is.
will ask them
yeah,
that. Okay.
It is.
Then I'm gonna put that much in there.
All right, we got 3 months.
So that should give us enough time to visit one town and then come
Right.
back.
Yeah.
On a strict schedule.
Yes.
Something we excel at.
Okay, so
No
you have
more threesomes, you
112
guys.
half days. Okay.
Unless you can do them on the move.
It's not. It wasn't us. You know.
I'll just look up and be like, you and me and Llennoc had a really nice time together, I thought.
We did have a good chat. Yes, Derek.
Nice.
It's different.
Let's find that tunnel.
Yeah, let's go get
Not
in
what
there.
we said last night.
Let's get in there real hard and fast.
Wow. Wow.
All right. And
I'm just gonna give Alex the biggest ass side eye. She's well like, listen, Miss Yoga.
and
Physical
He's an
activity.
instructor at this point.
I don't.
Sorry, guys. Victoria needs to use the bathroom. Let's go.
No, well, that too. No, I don't want to drag you out anymore, but I just want to confirm. It's evening at this point. Are you going to go tonight or are you going to go in the morning?
Tonight, Derek
What?
says. Derek cannot stay in this fucking town another night. He's gonna wander in some caves by himself.
Fine.
Well, we can knock you out, Derek, if you're having trouble falling asleep.
And,
You
are
can
there
come-
any deep gnomes in sight?
You can
Eric?
come sleep,
Victoria?
like, we'll do like a sleepover.
Oh,
No?
you could build
Okay.
yourselves a tent.
Yeah, do you want to do like a little
God.
fort?
we
and
could
have, like,
do
a-
that in the cave.
But that's not
That's an
not,
actual tent.
yeah, that's not the same. You do it out of pillows. Have you ever done like a pillow fort?
Oh,
I used to do it all the time by
man.
myself.
I've never
And-
had that many pillows.
Oh my god, they have so many pillows here. Let's go build a fort and we can head out straight in the morning. Let's have a sleepover with a tea party.
Wait, there's tea involved?
Yes, I will make sure.
Can we mix it with coffee?
Fuck yes.
I'm in.
Yes.
Okay.
Sleepover.
I was really hoping we were leaving right now, but
Yeah,
okay.
shit, son of a bitch, evening.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna head with Jules and just go chill for the evening and sleep the F out of the night.
All right.
I plan
And
for the evening.
just as Derek goes to climb inside the blanket fort, Elzara says, no, you have to use the restroom before you get inside. So
He knows Derek well.
before you're allowed in. And that's what we'll take our bio break. All right, everyone. We'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Thanks, everybody.
So,
Mics
yeah.
are going to be hot.
I guess we were at that
Uh-oh.
college for a pretty darn. I mean, it seemed like we just woke up, but it was all college stuff.
College,
so
yeah.
it's understandable.
Okay.
That was the quickest day in this campaign's history.
I know. I really thought for sure we'd be ending tonight's session with you leaving the city. All right.
I've got a question.
I've got an answer, maybe.
Really, it's not D&D related
Oh.
whatsoever. But you live in Florida. How do you deal with the humidity in your house? Like, do y'all?
Well, I used to have a dehumidifier, but now when we had to replace the air conditioner, we got a special one that a lot of people have down here that have a dehumidifier built in.
Oh, okay. Because
I recommend getting one.
I'm looking into getting like a bigger one. Like, and here's the problem: I'm in a very dry area, right? So we need humidity at least like top floor, but the bottom floor is where Nova is, and Nova does not need humidity, right? Summer is like the worst time because the humidity just rises, at least in the house. I'm talking, she needs like 20 to 30% humidity, like 30-35 is pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying everything. I bought like a tiny little dehumidifier to put outside the tank. I got something off of Etsy, like a silicone thing to try to like absorb stuff. What else? A sock of rice. What else have I done?
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, I mean, then one nice thing if you get a big dehumidifier is that, you know, you can use it when you need it and not when you don't. You'll get a lot of water to water your plants with, too.
That's true. That's true.
So.
I'll use those little hanging ones, too. But it still doesn't fix it inside the tank. So that's where I'm like, I see things on Amazon, but they're always like, they don't work and they don't. Like, well, do I spend $200 to get a big one, like, be next to the tank, or we need the humidity, like a little bit, but she doesn't. I just need to get more rice and just pack a tank full of rice.
Yeah, we used to have a big dehumidifier.
A big one?
Mm-hmm. Like just a 4-unit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we could probably we haven't used one in a while. We could probably use but in the house, but we just don't. But I mean, our humidity gets high here, but it doesn't get, of course, as high as like Florida. But a lot of humidity, but it's kind of off and on for us. It'll be like 90% for like, you know, half the day, and then go down to like, you know, 60.
It's so weird. It, like, there's hardly any humidity outside, or it doesn't feel like it. But inside, I mean, just by the, what is it called, the hygrometer or something, like that I have in the tank, it's showing the humidity's up. I'm like, man, I miss the winter because it was always so low. Like, I actually had to put, like a dish of water in her tank to get some sort of moisture in there. So like I have the opposite problems.
Oh, Dick, I sent a private message on Zoom that has no urgency whatsoever. I just had to ask it before I completely forgot to ask it.
It
And
must
that's
have
why
been buried from all the other private messages I'm getting. Hold on.
Nonsense, yeah.
Where did it go?
Yeah, we don't want to stand in between you and your private messages. But
I know. I get so many of them.
never. I know. I know.
Oh, you may. Let me look.
I'm also looking at crowns to purchase.
What tab do I have to look under again?
I think it's output. Let me pull up Zoom. Alright, settings. I think it's there's no output, is there? Right, yeah, no, I need to go into OBS. It's not Zoom, so.
What's going on?
Oh, just some settings. I was just looking at the stream and curious about the bit rates, basically. Slowly streamlining something. Pretty sure it's output. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it'll be output, and then there's.
I just sent them in Zoom.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I found them. Oh, we're gonna go live, by the way.
Oh, okay, neat. Yay.
Is that what you wanted them to be?
Yep.
Okay.
Neat. I think I'm gonna do like an incremental increase to see where everybody's system hits and doesn't affect.
Oh, okay.
To increase quality, but not affecting your system. So.
Oh, okay, sure.
But it's a-okay, friend. Yep. Sorry.
Okay. No. How dare you?
I can't believe it. I really can't.
Table flip.
Hobble, cook, and door. Sorry, I was flipping through my notes to find a couple things. Okay. All right. Let me just take a swig of water, and I will be.
Ooh, thunderstorm.
We had hail here the other night.
Wrong one.
Oh wow.
I took a video. It looked like a hurricane went through for a little bit. It was fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sideways wind.
It's been a smooth 80 here all week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It actually got to like the 60s after the storm came through, but on the radar you just saw like this big giant like purple spot, and that was nothing but hail.
Oh.
It was great.
We were in the same storm today. I was just on the bottom half of it.
Aww.
Oh, bottom.
Damn.
Realized I've been in Florida for too long when I will go out, in the middle of the afternoon in it's June now, right? In a cardigan, and pants. And then you see the people who are visiting who are all in shorts and tank tops, but I'm just rolling on up with my cardigan.
It's chilly.
It's
chilly.
It's a chilly low 90s. Yeah. I can't possibly not have a sweater on.
Ugh.
Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up a little bit of I'm trying to get the next phase up. For some reason it's not loading. So so all of you find yourselves at breakfast again, getting ready to leave. Anything else y'all need to do before you head out?
Can I clarify a thing real quick?
Yeah.
I slept all night.
Mhm.
I didn't find any deep gnomes anywhere.
You slept
Okay.
all night. Yes.
So am I now unexhausted? Totally.
You are now unexhausted. Actually, I need to.
Congratulations.
Wow, I need to.
It was the sleepover.
It was a keyword sleep.
Where did that go? I gotta find the Derek Horse calendar to put another day check mark on there.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
All right. Great.
Iliana would have went to she's not at breakfast. She would have went to the bookstore.
Ew.
Are you going to the used
new
bookstore / armory or the new bookstore?
The newer bookstore.
Okay, sure.
Would she have known what time it would have, I'm guessing it probably opens at a decent time of 8 or 9?
Yeah, it would be, unless all of you were getting up insanely early.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So she would have probably gotten up at 7:30 because she would have wanted to hit the bookstore, not with everyone else.
Okay.
But she probably would have knocked on Llenoc's door.
Hello? Who's our...
It's Iliana.
Come in.
She will open up the door, but not step fully in, just kind of crack it open.
Kind of sits up in bed, covering the bits with the blankies, but
Oh,
No blanket is large enough.
You're so kind and generous, Derek.
I was heading to the bookstore before everyone got up. Did you need anything? I was going to see if you wanted to go, but you're not really not really ready.
I just need some coffee. That's a great idea. I'd love to go.
Okay. All right. I'll leave you be then.
It'll just
wait
be a moment and I'll start walking
wait
across
for ya. Oh, closing the door.
I'll be out like in a minute and just get all prettied up.
She'll kind of stay outside the door for a couple of seconds and then go downstairs.
I think Jules would just be there, like stretching, be like, "Oh, you guys going on a book date?"
I want to smack Jules on the ass, but I don't know if Llenoc's there yet with Jules. Jeopardize anything, so I'd be like,
Gotta shoot your shot,
Nice.
Right, well, you kids have fun. I'll let everyone else know when we go to breakfast.
It won't be long.
Okay.
Right. As soon as Llenoc's ready, we'll head over to the bookstore.
Okay. So you head over, find it with no issue because you've been there several times. Looking for anything in particular?
On the way, yeah, she'll be like, I figured since I got some extra gold that I would pick up something for the road,
A brilliant idea.
Don't know when we'll, and I don't know if the elves would have, a decent... I mean, I'm not saying they don't read. I'm just saying that, sometimes, we come across cities like this and then we come across, towns or villages that don't have... Anyways, let's go.
A little more shy about it, all right. All right. Yeah, I want to look for, some inspirational materials for romance novels, as well as anything about training a dragon.
Okay. Make a pair of investigation checks for me with the romance novels first. And then, Iliana, what are you looking for?
I mean, me and Llennoc will be sharing some looking space for a bit before he moves on to his dragon training.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check as well.
I have a 25 for the first one and a 26 for the second one.
Alright, I'm gonna have you look for my books.
I was gonna say I was going to do it as like a investigation since you're looking for similar.
If that's cool, because that's a 12 total.
Look at this.
Yeah. So you kind of get distracted a little bit by an end cap, and wanting us to pull you down an island. So I know you're looking over here.
A specific cover that's on display.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. So you can find a variety of different books. They're actually well stocked in this area. Some that are, more about the story. Some that are a little bit more graphic. Some that, are like way out there. Find a couple of.
Look at this. Will be silly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you think in a million years that would really happen? Guess that's why we have the bookstore, right?
Exactly. Yeah, yep.
This is just impressive.
That is very impressive. I'm not even sure that's even possible, but
Right.
yeah.
It's amazing.
All right. And then, I would say you could easily find a book that explains the basics of training everything from pseudo dragons and luck dragons and wyverns, and then explaining the theoretical knowledge of training actual dragons. But it's a less tested set of skills.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
I have another book from that book stash too on dragons.
Oh, yep,
I
yep,
have to
yep.
look up the name.
So depending on how many books y'all want to get, the more casual books are going to be about 20 gold a piece, and the more serious studies are going to be 35. So you can pick up as many books as you want.
Iliana will get 2.
Okay.
She'll get one more exotic.
Okay.
Get one a little bit more romantic, story driven.
I'll get you some titles.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, great DM.
All right, I'm removing gold for 2 casual books. One that's just even for this world, like high fantasy, like
Okay.
just to see the extremes that are going to take place. And then one that just seems like it has a heart to it, you know, like there's actually something compelling to it. More so than, you know, the sultry aspects. And then I'm going to get that, of course, that dragon book. So I took 40 for the casual because they're 20 apiece, and then 35 for the dragon. You said 35. Okay.
And I will get you all your titles, and I will give you your read time on the dragon book. There, Dan, and
Perfect.
Probably after sesh. You know, when I started this campaign, I thought this list of like 100 bucks is gonna be plenty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was. Congratulations. Good
Yeah,
job planning.
Yeah, now I gotta get another 100.
Nice.
All right. So you, the two of you acquire books. Let's go jump in and see Derek. What are you up to?
So Derek was just gonna eat breakfast and kind of sit there and sip a Derek Bartson if that's available.
Okay.
And just sort of, he's got a lot to think about.
All right.
And so he's just sitting alone.
Very pensive. All right.
Mike pensive. He's afraid to talk to women. What? It was a good joke.
So the coffee's extra white, like heavy on the cream.
Yeah. All right.
I'm out.
I was about to ask, Elsaris, what are you up to?
Not that. Jesus. I mean, if my buddy just went down to go get coffee, she's gonna go down and get Derek Bartson too, and sit across the way from him if it's a table, or sit next to him if it's at the bar, or something. Yes. Yeah.
Wait, is she sitting next to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
We just had a fortnight. So, we're besties now, and I'm chilling with you.
Oh, so
Even if you want me or not.
I'd at least mention, I was like, you know, that pillow fort really did the trick, Alex. It was weirdly relaxing.
Yeah. My mom used to like do this, you know, like do like these like really eccentric setups or whatever. And then when that like stopped, I wanted to keep going, and so I would like try to find like new ways to like make little pillow forts, and it's just like a nice little comfort thing.
I don't remember my mom.
No. Sorry.
But I bet she would have liked pillow forts.
I mean, really, who wouldn't like a pillow fort? Bad people and not cool people don't like pillow forts.
Yeah. Well, Alex, I'm glad you convinced me to stay and do that. I don't know we're gonna have that many pillows around us again.
You're welcome. Anytime. Where's everybody else?
Probably shopping for porn.
You can get that here? Oh, that's right.
You can get everything here.
That's right.
That's what Jules said anyway.
Okay. I mean, okay. I probably don't need any smut, so...
It's a long trip, so, you know, I understand. I'm not here to judge.
Oh, I mean, I don't care. I don't care if you know if I read smut. I probably just don't need any, like, extra smut. I still need to read the last book that I was on.
Can I ask you a question?
Always.
That play we saw, would you describe that as smut?
In the most tasteful way.
Hmm.
Yes. It
Smut
was
can be
wonderful.
tasteful?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, in my
Okay.
experience, we have like the really classy high-end smut that I've kind of seen, but not seen. Not really. That was my first time experiencing something like that, and I think it was tasteful.
Okay, thank you. I
Mhm.
was wondering. I was asking for a friend.
Oh, were ya? It's really, really good smut if you classify it as.
Okay.
And I need, if you can ever remember, I need more of your material. So good.
I don't know. I'm gonna try writing and try and find out the truth about myself. But no promises.
You have a journal?
No, well, no.
Okay, you wait right here.
Hmm.
What's your favorite color?
Brown.
I figured. That was my first thought. So I will be right back. And she's going to take her Derek Bartson concoction that was in her to-go cup
Mm-hmm.
and go run off to a bookstore.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you run in as Llennoc and Iliana are stepping out with their purchases.
Oh, Exodus.
Hi.
Oh, top of the morning to you.
Hi. Yes. Okay.
What brings
Ew.
you way out? What brings you way out here?
Did you just broke her. You broke her
I'm
thing out.
gonna stay here until it's my turn.
You buying some books?
No. Did they have journals in there?
Yeah.
They did?
Mhm.
Okay.
We can wait
Yeah.
for you.
I mean, if you want to.
Sure.
Of course. You're a delight, Elzaris.
I've heard that about myself.
I mean, what else do we have to do, you know?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Just wait for the others.
That's cool. Okay. Bye. Go walk into the bookstore and go find the most elegant designed. I want something that is not going to cost so much, but kind of like is intricate, like brown leather and like the pretty prints, like maybe with like a tree or a horse.
Okay, make that investigation check, please.
Well,
The little tab that you put into hold in place is the penis.
I'm actually good with investigation. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
But can I use? I want to use my my inspiration for the night.
Wow. Okay.
It's gonna be on this.
You're about to enter these mines that will take you like a week to go through, but sure, yeah, use the inspiration to find a book.
Yes. I mean, I rolled a 2. Is it
yeah.
An advantage roll?
Yeah. So yeah, you can
Okay.
roll a second die.
Way better. 22.
22. Okay, yeah. Without it, you find the the journal that you are looking for, and it will. Let's see here. Hold on. Consulting my notes. Here, those journals will be 15 each.
15
Gold.
Gold?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
We just played 40 gold for smut books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Alex doesn't like paying for expensive stuff. She just likes having expensive stuff. 15 gold? Fine.
Mm-hmm.
I will take 15 gold out of my... Oh, God, that hurts me so much. Oh, it hurts. She very reluctantly passes over the gold.
You have to let go of the gold, ma'am.
Yeah. There, you've got like a little bit of a struggle going.
Yeah, it is for my friend. Okay. Does that include a free like bookmark or something?
Like 20% of a horse.
They kind of look at you.
Just paid you 15 gold.
And
Does it include a pen?
They hand you a bookmark that's like branded for the bookstore.
Sweet. What about a pen?
A pen? Oh.
Like,
The pens are 5 gold.
oh my god, you guys are just ripping me off! Oh.
You know, you're on an island that can't get.
We're in like Narnia.
Yeah, that's like there's like a trade embargo.
Yeah.
You can't get anything, but yeah.
Even for me. Ugh. And I drop over 5 gold. I want the prettiest pen, please.
Oh, sure. And she'll let you have your choice of pens.
I want that one.
Oh, here. And she'll fill it with ink beforehand on the house.
Oh, thank you so much, because I paid so much. Thank you. Okay. And she's gonna walk out like
All
a
right,
little
Alex?
broken inside. Yes, I'm
Did they
fine.
hurt you?
You were there for quite a while.
They hurt my pocket so much.
Oh, right. No deals this time.
Not good with making deals.
Oh,
I'm good at lying. I'm just not good at making the deals. Like I can't persuade
Right.
people. Like that's not part of my. I'm not that savvy.
you ever need a hand?
I should have brought you in.
What'd you get?
Learn my lesson. A journal. Look at it. It's so pretty,
Oh,
right?
that's
It's
gorgeous.
not for
Very
me.
nice.
But no pen.
Duh.
Oh, that has to be the prettiest pen I've ever seen.
Great.
Nice.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Check this out. This is what I got. I'm going to pull out that really extra borderline weird exotic smut book. Like,
Oh,
right? And if you
That's
look way
so
in the
cool.
corner, you'll see curled up. Am I right?
It's.
How's this going to work?
I
Find
don't.
out.
I don't know.
that's why you
I'll keep
read
you
it.
posted.
Okay, please keep me posted. Yes, please. Yeah, I've got to give this back. Are y'all gonna stay out here or go back
No,
into?
we're going. We were waiting for you before we left. So let's go.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I gotta go grab Derek. So I will.
Yeah, we're going back to get everyone.
Well, okay.
So as the 3 of you make your way back, Jules, you're the last one. You doing anything this morning?
No, I would have just been hanging out with Derek,
Okay.
having breakfast.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
All right.
we're getting to know each other.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Derek would have specifically asked you more about your dog and how he was created. We can fill that in off. But...
I'll say that, like, yeah. I mean, the long story short, the dog was my thesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I suppose that's it then, if we returned.
I'm ready.
Well, I'm not. And then I go
Oh.
over to Derek, kind of like scoot a little bit closer to him, sort of, because it's like a personal moment. Okay, Derek. This is for you. And she's kind of like doing. This cost me so much money. Give it or do I not?
Ooh.
You're gonna write.
Elzaris, is everything okay?
Yes,
You
I'm
look like
fine.
you're in pain.
There's a vein, a big vein on your forehead.
Yeah, Elzaris, you're. Are you
The
seasick?
tear in
Are
your
you
eye.
okay?
Do you need some milk, Oxaris?
Yeah.
No, because yours has blood in it, and that's just weird for me.
I don't.
Derek,
Just
this is
one.
for you. To write all of your adventures and your stories, your plays, the good smut that you're going to be coming up with, everything, right? It is the prettiest journal.
Derek's
Thanks.
gonna take in how fine they clearly are, and he's gonna sort of look at Elzaris and get real wide-eyed and be like, "You stole this from me?"
I felt like they stole from me, and I walked out with it.
Oh.
What?
It's weird. I don't know.
Wait.
What? Chuckle.
Oh.
But that's not all. They also.
Wait, were you robbed? Wait,
I was
what?
20.
Oh,
I could tell you how much, but I was robbed like 100 gold, y'all.
he has a hard time
I
parting
don't.
with gold.
Oh.
Jules.
Oh, gotcha. That,
Well, Derek knows how Alex feels about spending money, and he'll just give her a really big hug and say, I hope I fill it with something that makes you proud, and he'll have little cat tears.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well, you can't.
Okay.
You can't fill it without a pen, and it's ready to use.
And then Derek just faints.
oh no.
But wait,
No.
there's more.
Derek's out. I don't know.
He's
Okay, fine. I just
Well, I
put a
guess Derek's
bookmark.
staying here. I'll prop him up in his. No, just kidding.
And then there's this really pretty bookmark in case the little like thing on the inside of that journal doesn't work for you.
Ooh.
Derek
Or
is
you just need something to
overcome.
pick your teeth with. I don't know.
I like the little horsey on the front.
very cute.
it's adorable.
It's great. It took me so long to find it.
It really did.
Stuff
So-
delivery on that
The
was
whole
so
22 minutes.
So here's the moment of truth.
Mm.
Are we leaving this city?
I am
Let's
done.
go.
We're
Yeah.
going now.
Ready to roll.
We're
Yes.
leaving. Let's
You
go.
ready?
All right. All right, so you make your way up actually to the wealthy part of the city, and you are led through, with your paperwork, a series of gates, and then back down the other side into the entrance to the mine. And without issue, because you have the paperwork, you are led into the mines, and the deep gnome gentleman that is leading you through to the very, like, the main entrance, just says, all right, well, I hope you have a good sense of direction. Once you get past the first day's journey or so, it's a little less systematic, and it's easy to get turned around. But
Sure.
Any
Right.
advice for if we do get turned around?
you'll see posts throughout. You can mark them if you want. Try not to mark the caves themselves.
Gotcha.
But other than that, worst case scenario, you'll just end up back here.
Do you have any bits of written map that we could have or buy for what has been?
The mines run into natural caves, and the caves themselves are a bit interesting. They shift and change occasionally, so maps
I
are a
see.
little bit harder to come by. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, thank you.
Right.
So you walk through, and the entrance to the mine has to be like 4 stories high and beautifully carved. There's pillars that are carved into the side of the mountains, and you see people moving in and out, and it's interesting. They call it the mines, but it looks like the interior's been carved into buildings as you go through. And it probably maybe was mines at one point, but hasn't been mined in decades. People look like they're actually like working in buildings here, possibly living here. And it takes you a good probably 2 hours to get past this part where the buildings are, and then it smooths out, and the ceilings start to come down to just a standard 1-story and go through. So, unless you want to do anything in particular on this first day, it will take you about a day to get through the properly carved portion of the mines. And at the end, you'll see what looks like a small series of rooms built into the sides before there's a natural cave entrance. And so it's evening when you reach this point, and there will be someone to greet you there. But was there anything you guys wanted to do on the journey? This little bit of
Well, out of curiosity, are there, like, how traveled is this? Do we see other people going any direction, or?
Yeah, so this portion of it looks rather well traveled, especially by the floors. There are some forks in the road, but you can tell from the way that it's marked in this section that this is the path to go. You'll see occasionally people coming through with carts and things, but you don't see anyone with actual mine equipment or actual mining in this section.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your way down, and a dwarven woman greets you and asks you to see your paperwork. And all right, well,
Use them. Yeah.
You can keep going through if you're going to press through the night, or you can make camp here. And she'll kind of point out to an alcove where clearly people have spent the night before.
Should probably make camp here.
Right.
How dangerous is the what's out there?
Oh, well, they're caves, for sure, and I'm sure someone has warned you that they tend to shift the paths, so
Yeah.
Keeping a good sense of your bearings is going to be important. And she'll kind of look at all of you. Do all of you have the ability to see in the dark?
Nope.
I
Am I the only one?
I do.
You can't.
Right.
Oh,
I can
Jules.
see in the dark.
Someone
That's
might
the
have to hold my
sunglasses.
hand.
Oh god.
Right. There are some things that startle with light in there, and there are some things that are attracted to it, so just, beware.
I can see in up to 60 feet in approximately 69 shades of gray.
Give or take.
Mm.
Right.
Actually, I'll be okay. Beans is trained as a seeing eye dog, so he'll be able to guide me through.
Yes.
Clever.
Oh, that's lovely.
All right.
I can see in the dark. Plus, we have some, light, and she'll bring out her sword. Plenty of things to help.
Good.
Excellent.
Well, if you need anything, my shift ends in an hour, and there'll be someone here to replace me, but otherwise, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna do a side-eye check on Alex, when a woman mentions that her shift ends in half an hour.
Well, first off, was she cute? That's the first thing.
I
She's
mean,
really-
duh, and or hello. Is it the Obsidian Isles or what?
Yeah. Everyone's just super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys haven't found that secret spring yet that just makes you super hot. Everybody's super hot.
Already super hot, Victoria.
Yeah. We don't need no spring.
Yeah, none of our characters needed it.
That's
No,
awesome.
No.
I'll set
All
up
right.
camp. I'll
Yeah.
prepare some food if we're setting up camp.
Iliana will help.
Alex will watch and supervise.
Yeah, I'll help. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'll do what I can to prepare something tasty with our rations and such. And those few seasonings I picked up whatever we were.
All right.
Normal day of camping.
Otherwise, I think. If we're going to be here for like a 10-hour time frame, I'm sleeping 8. Then I'll probably take 2 hours to start. Actually, I'll take 2 hours and approach Jules. So Jules, my dear friend Peppino that recently passed, he came across this book I mentioned, a bit dangerous. The jackal creatures after us killed him.
Yeah.
But there's layers of it's so difficult to read. Some of it I can understand with understanding languages spell.
Mhm.
Other parts I sort of speak, but it's an ancient version of the language.
Okay.
Would you have an hour or two to give me a hand?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
Thank you. And we'll take a look at that gosh darn book.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. That's on my other computer. That's how long it's been since y'all have looked at it.
Yeah, it's been too tough.
The tome of great and terrible
Yeah.
thingies.
Thingies. Great and terrible thingies. Alright. So, are you casting Comprehend Languages?
Yes.
Okay. And then Jules would need to make an Arcana check. And you would also need to make an investigation check.
27 for Arcana for Jules.
27.
Damn. Oh, hold on, because this is one of my strong suits for. All right, investigation.
Are you sure?
It's not fantastic.
Is it your
I mean,
sage
it was 13
background?
plus 8. It's 21.
It's definitely the sage background came into play on that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice. Jules,
Wait, hold
nice.
on, Dan. Do you know Message? I can't remember.
I do. Yep,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is the
just-
character that, yeah.
Just-
Y'all are terrible. Okay. I will. I know for sure the 27 would have reduced the AC, but I want to say 21 is still not enough.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? I rolled a 19.
I know. Yeah, you did your job. You reduced the AC for Llennoc, but Llennoc didn't roll high enough.
That
And
was just a straight roll, right? I didn't mess that up.
it was an investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I just want to make sure it wasn't an advantage or anything like
Oh.
that. No, I mean, not that I'm asking for. I just want to make
No,
sure that it
no,
wasn't said and I missed
I
it.
think. Sorry, it's on my Mac, so it's just moving a little bit slowly.
Okay.
If for some reason it is when it finally loads, if you did get it, I will let you know and we'll wreck on it.
Yeah. No worries. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I'll just, well, I guess that's it for tonight. I know we need our rest, but
Yeah.
it's interesting at least, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a productive couple of days, and and we did some quests. So
Right. Well, thank you for your help, Jules. Maybe I'll bug you again sometime.
anytime.
Appreciate it, friend.
Okay.
Then I'll get my butt to sleep.
Great.
Iliana will read for an hour before she goes to sleep.
You got it. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, you spend a cool evening on the hard ground of the entrance to the caves, and you can make your way into the caves proper in
Yes.
the morning.
Woohoo.
All right. Okay, so now you're into actual caves, and the first couple hours are going to be relatively easy to make your way through, but you will start to see break-offs and not a clear direction that you need to go. So how would you all like to proceed?
I think we should head in the most, what is it, northeasterly direction we can. No, I don't have a compass.
Oh no, I'm not good with directions. I've just been following you all this whole time.
I think, perhaps, I'm not really good myself in learning, but maybe northeast is that way, and I'll just...
Oh, well, let's just have... And then he'll just, like, cover
What?
his mouth and look sad.
Oh. Jules and Obsidian, do you have any, you good at directing? Good at directions, around?
I mean,
No.
but
Okay.
I'm good at finding secret stuff.
Me too.
I'm sure
Really?
you both are.
And I'm really good at acrobatics. Like,
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
being
Well, I'm going to try,
stealthy.
I will try to, I can help, if someone wants to help me, I can try to, I don't know, just take us in a direction.
See what else
think-
I have.
If anyone wants to help me figure out which way northeast is, I think if we keep heading in that direction, that's the overall direction of the caves, I think.
Llennoc, did you want to make a working map as we go? Is that what you're doing?
Well, no, I was gonna, but they said that I keep shifting about, so
Oh.
thought if we just kind of point ourselves in that direction? I'll
Yeah.
consult my main map. It is northeast that we're heading, right? Get through this pass.
It's north. It's almost due north. In fact, hold on one
Okay.
second. I will put up the map right now.
I mean, I guess if we just keep heading north, that
Yeah.
will,
Right.
I mean, get somewhere.
Yeah,
if they keep
northeast.
shifting, it's
Ah,
not
I
really going to
see.
matter.
Right. I'll do my best to figure out which direction north is.
Okay. I guess make a perception check at advantage because it sounded like Iliana was going to help you.
Yes. Does anyone have any chalk or anything?
Sure. Yeah. I think I can actually just produce something.
Do you think it
Maroon.
would help if we tried to leave some markings? As we're going that way, at least we would know if we come back to the room and there's more than one door, at least. Especially in the rooms with more than one, like if there's like 3 or more entrances, that we'll know, hey, we've went in this door, it didn't work. Maybe try this other one. Or is that going to be mixed up too, since
Right.
everything shifts?
It might connect with something else.
I don't know, but I have. Alex does have a disguise kit, so she can let you borrow something from that to mark if you need to.
Can't hurt, I suppose. I rolled 2 12s, so 14 for perception.
14. Okay. I mean, you feel, confident that you know which direction to go.
I think it's probably that way. I'll point down whatever direction I think, whichever cave seems closest.
Okay, seems like the best. I mean, can't really tell. So let's just, try it out.
Why not?
All right.
Let's do this.
So you head.
What's
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Alex, are you using the carpet for this at all? I think one of us might behoove us to use the carpet just to stay above any traps or hazards.
I would love to be on the carpet right now.
Excellent.
And I mean, I'll fly low enough to where,
Appreciate
whatever.
it.
Yes.
To help us if we're...
I mean, I'll keep my eye out. I know what traps look like and whatever.
This is true.
She'll take out her carpet of flying and
Ooh.
go out.
Do you think you can stay ahead of us a bit and keep your eyes peeled for traps and such?
You're demanding
hazards.
so much of me right now.
I am.
God.
But I know how much you like to give, so...
And we also believe in you, Oxatis. We believe you can do it. That's why. And she'll kind of look at Llennoc. That's why we're giving you the responsibility.
Oh, no. I gotcha. Yeah, Iliana makes way more sense than you.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
I'm gonna take out the carpet and whisper, "Big nasty."
And then
And
it floats ahead of you, just slightly.
and I'm gonna take a step back and just gracefully launch myself onto the carpet and crisscross applesauce, and I'm ready.
Okay. All
All right, onwards.
right. So you are looking out for things. Do you want to go ahead and make a
Yes.
perception check for me?
I'd be happy to. Perception 18.
18. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you keep a pretty decent eye out. You notice you're following the direction that Llennoc and Iliana are sort of directing you towards. You kind of get a peek down some of the different passages that you are bypassing, and you see sort of an interesting, bioluminescent fungi and things that sort of flutter past in the dark. It's a very damp cave for sure. The humidity is pretty strong through here, but you don't necessarily see anything that that looks like a trap. until you get to... It's probably 3/4 of the way through the day. You've been sort of like shifting off to the northeast a little bit. You even notice... actually, will you just make an intelligence check for me?
It's not too bad. Or it is. 12.
A 12? Okay. So you've noticed that for most of the trip, if you try and look too far ahead, it's almost like when you see the heat coming off of asphalt, where it's almost a little bit fuzzy ahead, where you can't really tell exactly what's, it's a little bit distorted. And then you come up and you can kind of see where you're headed is formed. But probably 3/4 of the way into the day, you come up to, you're coming up to a passage before anyone else, and you see a smooth wall that has started to crumble a little bit, like the face of it has started to crumble, but there is writing on the wall. Remind me your languages again, please.
I can, let's see, Abyssal, Common, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay, in a language that you do not understand.
Interesting.
And it looks like, you see writing, and then some of the wall is crumbled. You see writing, some of the wall is crumbled. And then you see just past this wall, it's almost like there's two sides that you can walk around this wall, and you can see into what looks like a large cavernous space behind it.
Okay.
And then, of course, the trail keeps going up ahead, and it's a little bit distorted, but it keeps moving.
I stop flying. I can't make out what's on this wall. It's I don't speak it or read it.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, Iliana will take a look as well.
Okay, can y'all remind me the languages you speak, please?
Iliana speaks Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Sylvan.
Llennoc speaks Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
And I speak Dwarvish, Giant, Gnomish, Orc, Undercommon, and Primordial.
We're a well-read group.
Wow, what don't you speak?
I speak all the Romance languages, such as Primordial
No
and
deep
Undercommon.
speech, right?
No.
No goblin? Yeah.
No.
I have Orc, though, which is...
You have a orc, yeah. No goblin, alright.
I remember deciding between Orc or Goblin. I went with Orc.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm trying to... Okay. I would say that it's in Celestial, so who could read the Celestial? I couldn't remember, sorry.
That's
Just
me.
you? Okay.
Iliana.
Okay. But it's sort of, it seems like it's a little bit weird. You're going to be able to read it, but it's going to take you just a little bit to
Sure.
do so.
It's Celestial, but I can't. It's a little strange.
Huh?
Yeah, that's not my forte. It really isn't. I'm more of an abyssal person, so you have fun with that.
Oh. What does it say, DM?
You're just making sure you're going to take the time to read it. That's all.
Oh, she is taking the time to read it.
Yeah.
yes.
So the wall has started to crumble a little bit, so it looks like it starts sort of mid sentence, and it says, "And upon these lands the quinary destined shall ride, navigating the ambages of wilderness, for they shall bear the fardels of fate to protect the Ilum. Should the titans of the world rise to harrow the scorched earth, their mighty swords may pierce the scar and reopen the rift upon this land. Dread not death, heroes, but..." And it just sort of like, the wall sort of like crumbles a little bit, and you look a little bit further down, and it picks back up and it says, "Stand upon these stones and be marked as one. Go forth together into legend." And there's like another break, and you see something that roughly translates into suffering in obscurity.
Okay, she will have, as she was kind of working it out in her head, would have said all of that to the group.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
Kind of heavy.
what's it say again?
Yeah.
get out, Dan.
Yeah. One more time. Just
Okay.
from the top. Whenever
Yeah,
you're
from
ready.
the top.
Um,
Okay. "And upon these lands, the quinary destined shall ride, navigating the embages of wilderness. For they shall bear the fardels of fate to protect the Ilum. Should the titans of the world rise to harrow the scorched earth, their mighty swords may pierce the scar and reopen the rift upon this land. Dread not death, heroes, but," the break, "stand upon these stones and be marked as one. Go forth together into legend, suffering in obscurity." And I will type that up in
Yeah.
oh, thank
Discord
you.
for you because you're standing here and taking the time to do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to take the notes. I will send it over.
EYVM.
Ooh.
I mean, whoever wrote that had a wicked thesaurus on hand. It
Oh,
starts
real?
out kind of top heavy.
It's called,
Uh.
you know. Anyways. Are there any
That's-
stones, like, are there any, like, specific, like, looking stones around that area, Victoria?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. That's a 5. I think. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure she only has a +1. But, oh, she has a +0. +1 is Caitlin. So that's a 4 total.
A 4 total? Yeah, you look around, there's a lot of little stones kind of like, strewn about the wall from the collapse, but
Like, does it mean stones here that we're supposed to stand on as a group, or are we supposed to be?
It's
Ooh.
like maybe
Is
it's
it
like a
just being-
metaphor.
Does it just mean generally?
I mean, I feel like they would warn us if there was some kind of fucked up riddle all the way through here. Right.
Oh,
Well, maybe
Seems
they
like an
didn't.
important thing to say.
Yeah.
was
I
my
mean-
sage background? No, just kidding. I don't. Good
I
thing,
gotta-
but
I'm gonna take it that not a lot of people go through here to know.
Yeah, but
I
still,
mean-
like,
You don't
If
have
they-
people just traversing these caves that keep, effing with your mind and mixing up where the stupid ones.
sounds like there should be actual stuff. I'll take a look around for stones, I suppose.
you'll do what? I'm sorry.
Take a look around for stones.
Okay, go ahead and make an
That
investigation
sounds
check.
good. All right. Oops. Yeah. All right, come on, mouse. There we go.
like all Jules knows is whoever wrote that is a little bit pompous because they could have made that way more simple.
Nice. Step on stones, you can
They're
pass.
just being a fucking
It wanted to be
uppity
this
bee.
Well, they did
poetic.
write it in Celestial.
That's true. Plus 8, 14, let's see, 22. Yeah.
22. Okay. So as you see Iliana looking sort of in front of the wall itself for some stones, you notice that there is a space behind the wall to walk, and you kind of wander just a little bit into this like open cavernous area. And as you walk in, you have dark vision, right? Yes.
Yes.
You notice that there looks like there's sort of like a slight doming to the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, a slight doming to the floor, and it looks like there are spots for torches like all the way around this room.
Right, so domed floor there. Looks like there's spots for torches all about. I think that this might be, in fact, a riddle to be solved on the other side. And Alex, I don't suppose, sir, you see anything dangerous between here and there, do you?
Let me fly around a little bit.
I'm gonna pull out my lantern of revealing and just shine it around us really quick.
Oh, snap.
Okay. Can you remind
And-
me what the lantern?
Anything within 60 feet that's invisible is shown to me.
Sweet.
Alternatively, I have another little tchotchke I could use called the Wand of Secrets.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, fuck it. Yeah, they recharge at dawn. So the wand has 3 charges while holding it. I can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of me, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to me.
Okay.
So I'll just do both of those.
Okay, yeah. So you light up the space with your lantern as Elzara starts to. Are you flying through the space to look? Okay, so you go ahead and make a perception check for me while you do that. Or I'm sorry, an investigation because you're looking. Unless you'd rather do perception, I'm fine.
Oh
with
no,
that.
I'll do investigation.
Okay. You don't see anything invisible, and then just make an Arcana check for me really fast, Emilio.
20. Oh, Arcana? Yeah, 26.
26. Okay. Yeah. So the wand pulses towards the center of the room at the top of this dome, but you get an understanding from the magic that it's almost like it's a metaphysical door, not an actual like trap door.
Got it. Okay.
I got a big old 4.
4. You're flying around, and all you really see are these, Llennoc pointed out these spots for torches all the way around the room. But so you're really looking hard at the walls, and that's all you see.
See walls and spots for torches.
So
And-
no,
ahead.
sorry. No torches themselves, just spots for them.
So far, yes.
Are they like sconces, or are they just like...
They're like 2 bands where you can put a torch into it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, let's light some fucking torches, guys. Yeah, let's...
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use
Uh-huh.
thaumaturgy and I'll take my 10 torches out of my pack and start lighting them up.
Yeah.
Snap the old fingers and thaumaturgy.
Does that cover all of the things, Victoria, or do we need more torches?
That would be more than enough, yeah.
Okay,
I think
alright.
that would be enough. So you take a few minutes and you all light the room, and then you see in the center of the room a what looks like a 5-pointed star, and then at each of the tips of the stars there is an obsidian stone, like a big obsidian stone at each of the tips of the stars, and in the center it looks like there are some runes in the center of the star.
So we're probably supposed to stand
Yeah.
each on a stone.
Let's check the runes first, you think? See what they mean, perhaps.
I don't read runes.
Imagine if we came here with 4 people. Like,
Yeah,
would you
what-
just be fucked? Like,
How,
we just...
how crazy
shout a lot.
that it's 5 of us, and there's 5, and there are 5
Thank
stones
goodness.
to stand on.
It was just meant to be.
Right, or at least 5 people to get to where we need to go, so
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I mean,
All right. Well, I don't. Llennoc, do you know what you're looking at with the runes? I don't. Can't help you.
I am just gonna. I don't know. Do I recognize runes, or how would I go about? I'll try and understand them, whatever that.
Oh, look at the runes.
Yeah, it's an Arcana check for anyone who's looking at them.
Alright.
Ooh, I have advantage on these.
Yeah.
Some item.
I mean,
Ah! Sorry, just slight overreaction. I get the same number.
Just a little bit.
I rolled a 19.
A 19, okay.
We have +2, 16.
16, okay. So both of you can tell that the runes were put here a long time ago. They are very old. And let me do this. Hold on one second.
Oh no, how they correlate. So is he?
Cardboard.
You get the understanding that whatever sort of magic is here is a divination magic.
Oh.
And it is clearly something of bonding is kind of your understanding that you get.
Has to do with bonding. I guess perhaps it won't matter where we stand, except individually, just that we all stand together on these. You're ready to be heroes of fate? Be lost in obscurity.
That sounds kind of okay. Hold on, I'm gonna take a second. You're telling me I'm gonna be lost in obscurity?
Well, that's what the message said.
Thing.
So we're about to be zapped somewhere.
Well, there was a little bit. Wasn't there a little bit of a crack or something around that part of the text, Victoria?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it
There
was a
could have
little
been
bit before and a little bit after. Yeah.
Something missing. It might not mean that we're standing here and we're going to be lost in obscurity, but maybe it meant or be lost in obscurity.
Well, no, it said
I don't want that.
it said it's worse than death. It said dread not death.
To be right.
Shite.
We're not supposed to dread death if we're standing together on these stones.
Okay.
This is a lot of faith to have with some pretty high stakes. Jules has a fair point here.
Why are we doing this again?
Wait a minute.
Is this the way forward? I don't know. Fuck it.
I
don't
think it's the way forward.
I feel like they would tell it.
Listen, let's go back to the city.
No,
Get
we're
drunk,
not. You don't need
have
to go back to
brunch.
the city. Iliana's going to put Derek on one of the stones.
Ah, wait a minute.
I'm gonna tell Beans to jump on one of the stones before I get on behind him. Is there?
Oh, Alex, I'd like just to hold. Wait, do I have Pino's ashes now?
I believe.
I still have
Yeah.
Pepino's ashes.
I'd like Pepino to join us. If you're willing to let me put him down on my pedestal, that'd be great. But otherwise, if you're okay putting it down on yours, I just wanted to be part of the process here, just in case we get him back.
What if we like
Maybe you could just hold
transported?
it. Maybe you just hold it in your hand.
I can hold it in my.
Yeah.
I will
I'll
hold.
put it on my stone. It's no
But
problem.
we don't want to sit it down, Llennoc, and as maybe something will happen and
Well, I'll go on
vial-
first.
we're all going together.
Alright.
That part was clear. Stand together.
All
We
right.
all stand on the same stone.
Go forth together. Maybe we
No,
should.
no,
Maybe
we're all
we should
standing
take
on
turns.
individual.
joking,
There
we're not
are
gonna stand on the same
5
stone.
stones, guys. There are 5 stones. We're all getting on one of them.
It feels too convenient. I don't know.
Goddess, hold the ashes.
It's very
Let's
fucking
go.
convenient. Like,
Let's
what if I
get
didn't
going.
bump into you guys?
Iliana's gonna go and stand on the stone.
Is this 3, 2, 1, and we all stand on it on one, or is it 3, 2, 1, go?
It's go.
All right.
I'm already there. I'm already going.
Oh, all
And
right.
by the
I'll
way,
try and catch
Beans
up.
jumped on it. There wasn't,
Yeah.
Let's
nothing.
go. Let's get on the stones. It doesn't happen until we're all standing on them together. I can't
Right.
believe I'm convincing you guys to join in a group to do something. Let's go, okay?
Very
Is
restless,
anybody?
Iliana.
Hold on. Did we have breakfast? I'm
Alas.
getting kind of
We're
hungry.
getting Derek. She's going to guide him to a stone.
I'll step up on a stone,
Stay-
as long as Alex is
Okay.
holding Pepino's ashes. like,
Derek is on a stone.
Okay?
we're giving
Holding
But
them-
it
Stay.
says
Stay.
This is-
Pepino's.
And
ashes.
Iliana will get back on her stone.
Wait, you say something about bonding? All right, so we'll have to like each other for this to work, right?
Yeah,
Oh my
this is an
god,
act
you
of
do
bondage.
not. Half of you have slept together. We're fine, okay? We're fine with the whole liking each other. Let's go.
Who else has slept with each other?
Let's,
slept with
let's
you
get
last
going.
night. Or the night before.
That was a sleepover. I think she's talking about sex.
We are getting on the stones. And
We're
we're
I'll
talking
stand up
about
on the
sex or we're
stone.
talking about yoga. I'm so confused.
I
because
know.
It's all over the place. I'm already on the stone, by the way. I'm saying this from the stone.
I think we're all in stones, Victoria.
Okay. Sorry. Like fucking
I stand
cats, you
up. I'll
just keep
thank
like
Alex.
wandering off the stones. All right.
Holy shit.
Thank you,
I
Alex.
should just make a little laser pointer and just point it. Like, or...
Just
Wonderful.
curious, where is Beans in all of this? Is he just next to you?
Beans? Yeah, he's just right in front of me.
Right in front of you? Okay.
Yeah, on the stone with me.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm petting him,
All right.
keeping him calm.
Okay. All right. So as Iliana makes sure that everyone is on their stones, marches back to her stone and steps on her stone. Can I have all of you please make wisdom saving throws for me?
Oh, God damn it.
Did
Including
you say
beans.
wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Beans and I rolled the same number. Look at that.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20 for Iliana.
Oh my
Heyo.
gosh.
Is-
17 for Llennoc.
Is this an effect, like a charmed effect, or something that'll put me to sleep?
No.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
15. Okay.
13.
13.
Okay. I rolled a 16 and Beans rolled a 15.
Okay.
But Beans is also like immune to a bunch of stuff. So.
Okay.
What did Pepino roll? I'm just
Okay.
in his
Nothing.
grave.
He's dead.
No.
Pretty low. Pretty low.
Okay. So, as all of you stand there looking at each other, you start to see a glow come from the runes in the center of the room. A wind picks up behind you as the torches start to, flutter and change in the wind themselves. And then a glow starts to come from beneath each of your stones. It's a strange kind of white blue color. It's almost like it's coming through the obsidian glass below you. And as it reaches up into a column to the ceilings above you, and you feel sort of this warmth that comes over each of your heads. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
No!
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, we're so close. Might as well wait.
Oh
my
shoot.
gosh.
Got excited because I heard a blue ball, and I was like, oh.
Blue ball.
Oh, but it's not the same.
I've got this.
I am
Not sure that's something to be excited about.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
it's
so
not.
proud
It's
of
not.
you all for making it out of the city that for next
Wow.
week you do not need to roll. All of you get an inspiration die.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Oh, hooray!
You did
Oh,
good,
shoot.
guys. You did good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We actually had a day that lasted, I think, less than a half hour.
Right?
You did.
Oh my
You had a day that lasted
Shut
3.
up.
Hold on, let me look at my little calendar. 3 days. 3 days. And you're almost done
Look
with your
at
4.
us.
We're there for 3 days.
That's a
And
lot
No,
of
two,
you had-
three,
walking.
Yeah, you had 2 days in the town, and then
Mm.
1 and 3/4 of a day in the
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a
Wow.
power day. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
That was fun.
adventured. Oh my gosh. Well,
Mm.
ooh, and thank you everyone for watching and hanging out with us
Indeed.
tonight. We actually made it through. I'm so proud of you guys. So
Made it
proud.
through.
So we play a lot of D&D on this channel, and we do a few other things. But let me get the schedule. I guess I'll forget. Okay. So normally on Mondays, I'm going to start with Mondays. We have the Forsaken at 10 p.m. But Steph, do you want to talk a little bit about why tomorrow's special?
Oh, sure. Well, we have a guest DM for the Forsaken tomorrow, and that's Victoria.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
at 10 p.m. Eastern
Huzzah.
time. Because at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, I will be in a one-shot over on the Mercs of Mischief channel, Twitch channel, from 8:30 to, I don't know, whenever. So I think we'll be hosting that on this channel until the Forsaken starts at 10, and then you guys can enjoy some sweet Forsaken action.
Yeah. I'm going to try
I
and
like
not
it.
kill Monday night. Fingers
Hmm.
crossed.
Great.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see. We'll see how well they behave. All right. So then on Tuesday night, we have at 10 o'clock Kier's Lament, which is our All Evil campaign, DM'd by Dan. On Wednesday nights, we have Squawks, which is our D&D talk show where we have different guests from around the channel on to talk about D&D. That's from 10 till about 11:30ish. Thursday nights we are off. Fridays we have Mad Art by Steph, where Steph, the fantastic artist, does fan art based on what you vote on in Discord. Anything we're doing in particular this week, Steph?
Nope, to be voted on.
To be voted on, so get into Discord and vote. And then Friday night at 10, we have Stormfall, which is our kind of after-school special drama club campaign. On Saturdays, from 6 until 9, we have Tower of Dreams with Andrew as the DM. I'm sorry, Dan's the DM on Friday nights. So Andrew's the DM on Saturdays. Still in the quest hoarding phases, right? I missed last week, so I don't know if that changed.
What, Tower of Dreams?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just got into a tower.
Ooh.
Actually.
Oh.
The Tower of
Dreams.
Dreams.
Heyo.
But
yeah.
we just got into a tower,
Full of
and
dreams.
to talk to someone there, try and get an artifact. So
Ooh.
these are fun times.
Fun. Awesome. And then that brings us back to Sundays. So Sundays, starting earlier this afternoon, was our inaugural episode of Mad Bird Plays board games. We had a lot of fun. We played some Betrayal at Baldur's Gate and some Sushi Go Party. So that's from 2 to 5 every Sunday. And then, of course, we're back here, the Obsidian Scar, our proper naughty campaign, 10 p.m. So I hope everyone hangs around. We are going to probably raid somebody.
We are. Bam.
Do you know who we're raiding?
The Thoglore.
Doglore. All right. Well, everyone have a fantastic week. Go tell them hi from
Indeed.
Bad Bird, and we'll see you later. Have a good week, guys.
Catch you all then. Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
everyone. Bye.
Okay, we're.
Bye.